All right. So today what we're going to do is take a look through what Carvia does on your VDP. And what we do to start that is kind of set the stage. So we're looking at this 2019 Buick Enclave for sale in Ohio. And the first thing we want to do is understand, all right, what is the essence trim here? I'm a consumer and I'm looking at this car and I'm shopping on your site. We're going to scroll past Carvia for a second. And I'm going to look through and see, all right, I can look at the window sticker. I can look at the dealer comments. I look at this and it's a bunch of unformatted text. I don't really trust it from the get-go. I look down here and I look at all the features, this huge list of information. If I'm a consumer and I see this, I'm already overwhelmed. And the first thing I'm seeing is rear head restraint control, two rear seat head restraints, headliner coverage, full headliner coverage. I don't know what this means and it doesn't really sound important to me. I want to know what's in the Essence trim. I want to know if this car is right for me, if it has the features that I care about, if it has CarPlay and other things that I care about as a consumer. So what I would do if I see this car is I'm going to run over to Google and say, what is the Buick Enclave Essence trim? I'm going to get my AI overview that's pulled from a blog from a different dealer. So I'm already presented with two different Buick GMC dealers. And then I see all this other inventory that because this question wasn't answered on the page, I'm now on Google and I see all these other cars. And the same thing happens on ChatGPT. The same thing is going to happen on Reddit. And the same thing is going to happen other places. So before I even able to understand this trim level, I'm bouncing and seeing all this other information and all this other inventory that's for sale near me. So if I go back, what we're going to do is run through every page of Carvia really quickly. The first thing we do is put the most high leverage information on the front. We explain this car, who it's for, and explain a score based off its history, its mileage, and the price in the market. That's what you see here. We give the high level information and the key packages and features. And this answers it right here. What is the Essence trim? It's the sweet spot of the Enclave. It's the upgrade of the base model of perforated leather, blind spot monitoring, rear cross traffic alert. It's worth paying for because of all these things instead of jumping another $5,000 to the premium trim. That answers this perfectly for me already, just when I'm on the page and on the first tab of this. I can see all these other features here, quiet tuning with active noise cancellation. All this explained in plain English versus all this information here. Just pick up the high leverage information, drop it on top. I want to see the verified details of the score, I can get more involved. From here, we're going to go look through insights. And the highest leverage information here is understanding what other owners say. This is when we're looking at social proof. So when people are jumping the page, they're going to Reddit, Edmunds, KBB, Cars.com, and they're looking for reviews, looking to see what other people are saying about this car. We pull those quotes directly in here and cite them so people can see, here's what other owners are actually saying about this car. Good questions to ask, what to look for, what ownership outlook looks like. So all that information here, all that research that we've spent years looking at what people are asking, we put it on the page right here for you. Specs, we take the build sheet and instead of this frankly terrible giant block of information, what we're doing is explaining what the Essence trim really means, what the moonroof, stainless satin steel metallic, the paint color, all these options that this person added originally for this car. We'll explain what they mean, how they impact the resale value, and what certain maintenance you might need for them. So explaining what the trims are in a way that actually makes sense. Value, boom. We look at the market every 7 days in the region this car is being sold, so in your dealer's region. And we see, all right, with this mileage, with this car, it's going to range from this range right here. Here's the sources for that. And we can say it's an excellent deal because we've done the research and because we cite the sources here. So instead of KBB or car gurus who just say this is a good deal and no other context to make people go and search elsewhere to get their context, we put the context on here. Records, NMVTIS records, theft records, just making sure that the car is clean, we put that information right here. Timeline, we get all the title transactions to see where and when this car has been registered, and the mileage intervals, we're seeing that versus what we would expect for the mileage, so people get a good understanding of that. Costs, vehicle depreciation over time, annual cost of ownership versus the class. So this is an average mid-size SUV crossover. We're looking between the two, broken down by category here, so you can see how this Buick Enclave stacks up versus other cars in this category. All this information is happening in the user's buying journey, no matter what. What we're trying to do is marry that research time to the discovery of your product on your site. So if those two things are together, you can really increase the time that the customers stand on your site, increase the trust you have with your customers because you're giving them this information that they're looking for. And overall, you're going to have higher converting traffic that converts with more informed buyers because they do all this research and they see it on your page.